when I came here, I thought I was the only one going through what I was going through. And when I got here and shared my story and heard all the other stories, it was just so powerful because now I realize that I'm not the only one going through it. I got somebody else I can share with, communicate with, and it's just the spiritual, the power, the men coming together and just sharing their feelings and wanting to help their wives.
Welcome everybody here to the second National Male Caregivers Conference. There are several guys that are here from last year, and I can say personally that I hope you have the same sense of feeling that I had last year when the conference ended, that you guys had it on Sunday, that it was a surreal experience where you guys came together. Some of you guys know each other from last year, but you leave together as a band of brothers, because that's what we are. And I hope you have that.
And put a meaning on this particular illness. Secondary appraisal, what begins to happen once you have that sense of meaning.
My wife, Stephanie, was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer with metastasis to her backbone, lymph nodes, her hip area. And it was very, very hard because, you know, of course, we just had our boy and all kinds of doubts and fears and a sense of powerlessness and all these emotions just swirling around inside you. And, you know, of course, you know, you worry about her health and what have you, but you also worry about your son, the future of your family. So it was very, very hard. You know, coming here, you know, really helped me to address the issues of powerlessness and uncertainty and doubt.
It's always harder to solve a problem when you're under stress, and that's why COPE. We are going to share with you COPE, creativity, optimism, planning, expert information. When something stresses you, and the guys from last year know this, you have a choice to make at that moment. Am I going to be impulsive and just react, or am I going to reflect and respond like a wise, courageous man? It takes maybe 2 seconds, but that 2 seconds can change your life, or more importantly, change the lives of all of those around you.
It impressed me to see 50 guys sitting in a room talking about all the different issues. The menopause, the sexuality, the fighting, the arguments, the compassion, and all that.
Let's just make it the diagnosis of cancer. How are we going to deal with telling the children?
The initial shock.
The initial shock, the initial freight train episode that we've all been through.
Chris and I have always wanted to help other people, and having breast cancer I know has a different meaning and purpose in my life. Haven't quite figured it all out yet, but I know it, and I know Chris has found his purpose with it. I truly believe that with men against breast cancer. He really believes in the organization, he believes in the COPE model, he believes in what Mark is trying to do with the organization, trying to get the word out that the men aren't alone in what they go through too.
I was thinking that everything was going to go back to normal, but then since it's not going back to normal, I've learned what to do with what I do face each and every day. What I can take back is the things that I've learned about the different attitudes, the mood changes, the anger. I just thought that my wife was just mad and I could fix it, but I've learned that it's not about me fixing it, it's about me realizing what's going on. And the information that I've got here, I've learned that these things happen, you know, after cancer treatment and stuff, so I can deal with it a little bit better.
I think from my perspective, the hardest part is, I think my wife sometimes doesn't truly believe that I'll always be there. And if I know that she knows that I'll always be there for her. I mean, this disease can it's taken her piece by piece.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
But it'll never, ever take me away from her.
One thing I conveyed to my fiance after the first night here was, I've never been in a room full of men where I know all these guys have cried the same way I have. You know, they've all shared the same tears, the same pain. And it's nice to be around other men that you know are sensitive but are comfortable with it.
We've gone through the treatment now. We're at that 5-year mark, which is, I couldn't be happier to get there. And now we move in to pregnancy.
You bond on a level that is profound. I mean, you share your grief, your fear, your hopes, the problems. You share all that, and you work on it. You solve your own particular situations by hearing the wisdom of your brothers, you know, and by learning the COPE model, and that has made all the difference.
I credit this organization, you know, a lot, because it helped us take control, and it gave us hope and the optimism and a plan and just a framework for dealing with issues.
How love has stood the test of time. I am yours and you are mine. We're holding on. We're holding on.
You know, I love my wife. You know, we all love our wives. And that's why we're here.
Where there is love, the darkest hour won't prevail, because hope never fails. Hope never fails. Hope never fails. Where there is love.
You guys will never know how much I think about you guys when I get frustrated with how quickly I want to move forward men against breast cancer. You guys are my heroes and my inspiration, along with my mom. You guys touch my heart and soul, and I can't thank you enough for allowing you guys to come into my life.